Welcome to my channel, AutoCAD Tutorials. In this video, I will show beginners how to design simple 3D objects or 3D solids. So I have one right here on the screen with dimensions. So I'm going to recreate this very drawing using these specified dimensions and also using different modeling tools like the extrude command, the press book command, the solid subtract command, and some other solid editing tools to create this very 3D drawing. Okay, so I will open a new page to start this drawing afresh. Okay, so here's a new page and here is a drawing beside it. Okay, so to start, I'll have to switch my workspace to 3D modeling. So come up here, click on the tiny arrow and choose 3D modeling. Okay, so again, come over here to the view panel and choose top. So I'm going to start with the top view, so I click on top. Alright. Now, looking at the drawing from the top, you can see that the width here is 60 and the length is 100. So I'm going to draw a rectangle of 100 by 60 to start. So come over to the draw panel and click on the rectangle command and draw a rectangle of 100 by 60. So on the blue banner, enter 100. Then click on the tab key and enter 60 as the width. Okay, now zoom in. Okay, so here's a rectangle. So the next I'm going to apply this radius and I'll use the fillet command to create this very radius. The radius here is 15. So I'm going to show you two ways by which you can apply this radius. So first, come up to the modify panel and click on fillet. And the radius of the fillet is 15. So right click, enter radius, choose radius and enter 15. Okay, so I can apply this fillet one after the other, first by right clicking and choose multiple. I click on multiple, I'll have to apply these fillets one after the other to all the four corners, just like this. That's the first one. Second fillet, the third fillet, and the fourth fillet. So I have now applied the fillets on the four corners. So let's go back again and choose another method. So go to the fillet command again, click on fillet command, right click and this time choose polygon. Click on polygon. Now with this method, if I click on this very rectangle, all the four corners will be applied with fillet at the same time, just like this. So I have to choose this. Now click. So I have now applied the fillets on all the four corners of this very rectangle. Okay, so the next thing I'll do now is to create these very circles. And the radius of this circle is 7. So I will use the circle command to create this. So come over to the draw panel, click on this tiny arrow beside the circle icon, and click center radius. Now the radius is 7. Now to locate the center of the circle, place your cursor on this curve and the center of this will automatically appear. Then enter 7 as radius. Okay. Okay, next thing I'll do is to copy this circle and place it at the centers of these very other curves. So come up to the modify panel and click on copy. Click on the circle enter, then pick from the center of the very circle, then locate the centers of these other curves. You can see here, drop it here, locate the center here, drop, also locate the center and drop it there. Okay, execute this command. So next I will now locate the center of this very geometry, this very rectangle. So I'm going to draw a line. Draw a line from this point, from the midpoint here, join these two. So that's the center of this very rectangular shape. Then do the same thing horizontally. Here is the center, also to this midpoint of this. Okay. Okay, so next I'll draw two circles with 16 units center distance apart, and the radius of the circle is 6. So what I'll do here is to offset this line by 8 on both sides. So come over here to the modify panel and click on offset command, which is this, and enter 8. Then click on this line, offset to the right, click on it again, and offset to the left, and exit this command. Then remove this center line. Okay, so I'll now draw two circles of 6 mm radius at these intersection points. So I come over to the circle command and choose center radius, and draw the first circle here, enter a radius of 6, draw the second circle here, and also enter a radius of 6. Okay, now use the line command to connect these two circles at their quadrant points. Repeat line there, click on this. Okay, so click on trim, and trim this out. Also trim this out. Okay, so next I will draw another circle of radius 12. So come over here again, click on circle and choose center radius. And with here at the center, enter 12. And repeat the same on this other end. Click on the radius, click on the circle command. With here at the center, enter 12 again. Now use the line command again and connect these two circles at their quadrant points. Enter. Draw another line from this and exit this command. Alright, so with the trim command again, I'm going to trim off some portions there. So click on the trim command and trim out this. Trim out this. Also trim off these ones. Now remove this. Okay. So I've now created the top view of this very 3D solid. I will now switch to isometric view. So I come right here on the view panel, click on this and click on Southwest Isometric. Okay, so here is now the isometric view. So the next I will do is to begin to raise these surfaces, this portion to a height of 20, and also this very surface to a height of 10. And I'm going to do that using the extrude command. So I come over to the modifying panel and click on extrude. So I'm going to extrude these 4 holes. and this very one down to a height of 10. Okay. Also extrude this and this to a height of 20. So click on extrude command, click on this and this, enter, and raise to a height of 20. Okay, so the next is to subtract or 4 extruded circles from the main body. So let me switch to, I'm going to switch to a shade of gray. Click on this, okay. Now use the solid subtract command to subtract these 4 extruded circles from the main body. So come over to the solid editing panel and click on solid subtract. Then click on this, enter, then click on these 4 holes to subtract them. This is 1. Click on this first, 1, subtract this, subtract this, also subtract this. Okay, so these 4 holes have been opened up. Again, I'm going to subtract this very one from this. So come over again to the solid subtract command, click on it, click on this, enter, then subtract the inner one, which is this, and enter. So that also has been opened up. Now I have to create this very slot, and this is 35 by 5. So I also use the extrude command to do that, but first I'll have to draw a rectangle of 35 by 5 units. I'll also have to change the UCS coordinates to front. So I come over to the coordinates, click on this tiny arrow and choose front. Okay, that has been changed now. I can now draw a rectangle of 35 by 5. Click on 35 by 5. Okay, so I will move this rectangle from the midpoint at the bottom and drop it at the midpoint of this. Okay, so again I'm going to use the extrude command to extrude this very rectangle. So come over to the modeling panel, click on the extrude, then click on this rectangle, enter, and pull it out. Okay, now again with the solid subtract command, I'm going to subtract this very rectangle from this. So I click on solid subtract, click on this, enter, and subtract this. Okay, so that has been opened up. Click on 2D wireframe. Okay, so with the press pull command, click on press pull command. I'm going to pull out this very surface, click on this and pull it down to open it up as well. Okay, so here I have all the subtractions done. So with the union command, I'm going to unite them all. Click on union, then highlight the whole of this and enter. So I now have one 3D solid object. So let's now look at it in shade of gray. Click on this and click on shade of gray. So here is the object. Okay, so let me now turn it around for us to see. This is the orbit. So here is the 3D object now complete. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more of my tutorials.